Okay, everyone, welcome back. It is Sunday, 13th of August. We're going to talk about meeting your soulmate versus meeting a higher octave soulmate that you can spend the rest of your life with. Okay, so I'm gonna make this distinction between soulmates. Okay, now there are octaves within soulmate relationships. You can spend the rest of your life with a soulmate. You could spend the rest of your life in hell with a soulmate, or you could spend the rest of your life semi-satisfied with a soulmate. So there are three octaves regarding soulmates. I hope you all are able to see this. I switched it over here so the lighting can be better. There are three octaves regarding soulmates here. And is the lowest octave, and that's when when you're on your soulmate journey, you come across someone, that's the lower octave. You have this intense, strong connection towards them. It can feel hypnotic, it can feel addictive, it can feel that they're the best person you've ever met. You can feel that they're the one. The good part of it is short-lived. The good of it quickly goes into the addictive, stuck, restrictive, runner, chaser, no needs being fulfilled, being stuck, waiting, healing, growing, and the evolution part. That's a lower octave soulmate. That means that the situation, and then the person will be more than likely saying, well, it's about the other person's growth and evolution, when it's really about both your growth and evolution, like that. And that could more likely be not your person. That's the lower octave soulmate. That's what people usually generally are coming across. From the beginning, they have this strong magnetic pull towards the person. Otherworldly, that they feel that nobody understands except them. You don't understand what they're feeling because you never had that. You don't understand this person is the one, like that. Okay, and it'll go into that runner chaser dynamic, being stuck. It'll be quite toxic. Now that is lower octave soulmate, and that's what people usually are normally coming across. Now, it would be highly unlikely to spend your life with this type of person. And remember, we can have many soulmates. One soul can have many soulmates. It would be highly unlikely that you would be spending your life with this person like that, because this would be very toxic. They ignite your own lower energy. They ignite the worst out of you. They don't bring out the best. They bring out the worst. And the worst they do serve a purpose, though. The worst is brought out because there's something that you need to heal within you that causes you to feel that they're the one if they bring out the worst in you like that. It will be very toxic. It would be one-sided like that. You would try to interact with them the way that you would interact with a higher vibrational soulmate or with somebody that you think is the one. You would try to be giving because you would want somewhere. The reason that you would want to encounter your soulmate is that you want somebody to give to. You want somebody to love. You want somebody that you can give to. You want somebody that you can nurture, but you also want that back. You want a balanced, healthy relationship. You will encounter a lower octave soulmate where you will try to be that to them. You will try to do your part and fill your shoes regarding them. It'll be short-lived because they won't be doing their part and filling their shoes regarding you because they're not the one. So obviously, when you're not in a balanced, healthy relationship, it ignites the worst within you that causes you to feel that they're the one. People bring out the best in you like that. Now, because you're usually encountering them and interacting with them with your best. So this soulmate will be a learning experience. It will be highly unlikely that you will spend the rest of your life with them. You will grow and evolve and you will move on from that. You will learn a lesson. That means that now you can encounter the second octave soulmate like that. Okay. The lower than the second. You can spend the rest of your life with this one because with this soulmate here, it will be a relationship where there is giving and receiving like that. But there is also growth, learning, and evolution with this one also. It could be where and you can spend the rest of your life with this person. This person will prove themselves, or they have proved themselves to be someone that you could give to and somebody that wants to give to you. This person doesn't have intentional negative intentions towards you. The lower octave soulmate can bring in intentional negative energy. It's when you're really in a karmic relationship like that. The good part will be short-lived like that, because they won't right from the start. Any giving and receiving, it'll be out of balance. You'll find yourself, you're the only one giving. They don't give much to it. They take on the energy of receiving. Their intentions are negative. So that's more of a learning. That's a very dark energy. The second octave soulmate could be, as I stated, you meet this person. As soon as you meet this person, you will feel a connection also. It won't be intense. This one brings in an intense like that. It won't be intense, but you will feel a connection to them like that. It'll feel like a home or at home like that. A place of respite like that. It could feel, you can meet this second octave before you met this one. If you meet this second octave first, it's because they're a soulmate also. Even they'll be, anything will be better than this one. This is when you're really growing and learning and evolving like that. You have something to compare that you met first of how you want to be treated, how you could treat others, what giving and receiving is like that. You have something to compare. But because this second octave could not be a higher octave soulmate, and I'm going to tell you what that means, or for some of you, I'm going to say, or they could be a twin soul though. This second octave, they could not be a higher octave soulmate like that. Okay. Twin, flame. This one will obviously not be. You can meet the second octave before you meet this one, because you need something to compare it to like that. Now, with the second octave, you will feel that it feels at home. They do have your best interests at heart. They don't do anything intentionally to harm you. It's not about taking from you. It is about giving and receiving, but there is less in there like that. It is, they could be very protective of you. Their intention isn't to hurt or harm you. But you would know that they have some of the qualities and characteristics that you want, but not all of the qualities and characteristics that you want. That's when you could say that nobody's perfect, because you can live with this person for the rest of your life. And if you have this to compare to, you will feel that the second octave is 100% better than that, like that. So sometimes that's the journey. And the second octave also could be a twin. They could serve a different purpose, maybe a protective energy in your life, protective purpose, because their love will be unconditional, like that. Or it's also serving something to compare to, or a protector that you can spend the rest of your life with, in love with them. They will most definitely be in love with you, hold you near and dear. You two will have had lessons about one another, like that. But it won't be to the degree here, like that. Because this second octave come into the understanding, if there was very heavy energy between you two regarding lessons, they'll come into the understanding of appreciation, and you will come into the understanding of appreciation regarding them also. So there'll be appreciation lesson there. Now, so that's what you have here. Now, it would be, but the lower octave, you would obviously know that it would have been just about darkness here. The intentions would not have been positive. It's like darkness, so that you can have some type of awakening, so that you can grow and evolve, and maybe look at what you really want and what you really seek, that this one didn't have. You met them first, that you thought this one had, and what it means when you go on that journey looking for something that maybe you should not have been looking for, that may have been about lesson, also growing, evolving, and appreciating what one has, and the love here, and the protection here, and the security here, and the stability here, and asking yourself, can you live with this for the rest of your life, even though it may have had missing ingredients when you were with it? but does it have missing ingredients once you two come back together? It could be that. It's that for people. Soulmate relationships are very deep relationships. Now, if you're to meet the higher octave soulmate, and remember, this will be a soulmate, second octave, that you can spend the rest of your life with. If you're to meet a higher octave soulmate, the highest octave, they could or could not be a twin. Because let's talk about a twin flame, and I don't throw that around a lot. A twin flame is somebody that has proven loyalty to you. This is how you know you met your twin flame. It's somebody that has proven their loyalty to you over multiple lifetimes, and in this lifetime, and you to death. 98% of the time, loyalty is here. And I'm not just talking about romantic, it's just in general, and it doesn't depend on a romantic relationship. And there's an unconditional love here, and it doesn't depend on the relationship, a romantic relationship. Because it's a twin. And if they were romantic, when you meet someone else, you don't tell them to go to hell, go. So it's highly unlikely that people are meeting their twin soul, their twin flames. Unless you've had that type of dynamic with someone. The twin flame is you'll do anything for this person and they'll do anything for you, and it's not dependent on a romantic relationship, and that doesn't change after you get into a romantic relationship. Even though the context of your relationship may change, it may not be romantic anymore, but this isn't someone you tell to go to hell once you meet the one that you want. So it's highly unlikely people are meeting their twin flames. And you wouldn't hide this twin flame from somebody that you're going to be in a romantic relationship with, even if it's the higher octave romantic partner, soulmate that you meet. Because this is a twin flame. So it's highly unlikely that that's what people are meeting. They're probably meeting soulmates. Lowest octave, intense, stuck, restricted, runner tracer. You're not going to be with that person. They're not going to evolve into anything other than that. Their purpose is to be who they are. And your purpose is to learn from that situation. You can meet the second octave soulmate, where growing and learning, and you can spend the rest of your life with them. And then you can meet the higher octave soulmate. Now, the higher octave soulmate is if they are also the twin flame. When you first meet them, just like with the second octave soulmates, octave meaning they have good qualities, good energy. It is the higher octave soulmate. When you first meet them, it won't be an intense energy either. It'll be a very peaceful energy. Just like the second octave, home feeling. Because the person's soul is of good soul. Even though there could be less in there. It's a good soul. And you may have, I don't know what you would have wanted, what they would have been missing, and you would have been seeking still. You may have come across the lowest of the octave, and tried to give there. But it's like, no. Now, with the higher octave, it'll be just like the second octave. The higher octave, when you meet this person, when you come into this person's physical presence, it's a peace. Because their soul, the energy, you know you can give there. You know your giving is going to be responded to. You can depend on this person. This person is dependable. They're reliable. Their energy brings peace. It doesn't bring upset. It doesn't bring chaos. It doesn't bring darkness. It brings light into your life. It touches your life in a multitude of ways. Just like the second octave, you touch their life, they touch your life in a multitude of ways that you're not aware of, but for the positive. With the lower octave, the good part is short-lived. They immediately start to touch areas of your life that they don't have anything to do with, but it brings darkness into your life because the soul level of the person and where you're trying to give to. You've invited darkness into your life as you've been seeking to give somewhere and to have a certain giving back to you, a balance. Now, second octave soulmate, giving, light, like that, but there is less in here. Loyalty, if it's a twin flame also. And it's not about, I want this person, but I'm moving on because their situation, I can't be with them. and I be with somebody else, but I secretly love them. Not with the twin. The twin flames it's the purity. It's not somebody you're hiding. It's a purity. Their energy, your energy with them. They'll never hide you. You'll never hide them. But you may not it may not be about a romantic relationship. Even if it started off that way or whatever, it may not be about a romantic relationship. They can serve a different purpose in your life. Some of you, they could be the twin and a second octave soulmate, and you could be with them for the rest of your life. There'll be a second octave soulmate because they don't bring in 100% what the higher octave soulmate is, but they're also your twin flame. They're a very protective energy, unconditional love, no harm to you. They they've traveled with you, been in your life for a multitude of lifetimes, incarnations. You will never hide them or throw them under the bus because you meet somebody else. Well, they are not your twin. They're not a twin flame. And you may have just been calling them that until you met somebody that you want and that wanted you. So, and then the higher octave soulmate it could be where when you first meet them, it'll be peace. Nothing will be intense. Your energies will mesh. You'll feel relief when you meet them. Relief. You'll feel that you know them, just like you knew all of these. Lower octave, second octave, higher. You'll feel relief. You'll feel that you know them. You'll feel at peace. You'll feel at home. You'll feel respite. Their energy will touch your life in a multitude of ways, just like these two did, that don't even have to do with the relationship, in a positive way. You will be equally, your light, your energy will be touching their life equally in a positive way, just like with the second octave soulmate. There won't be any lesson here with the higher octave soulmates. The lower octave soulmate with its intensity is these people aren't going to turn into higher octave soulmates. It's not about them learning a lesson and changing. It's about you learning a lesson. The second octave soulmate, it would be where their intention will be very positive for you. And you two will learn lessons together. But they serve a very protector, high energy, partnership, companion, twin flame, partnership, multitude of lifetimes. They want the best for you. They'll always want that. They care for you. They don't want any harm to happen to you. They love you. It's unconditional. Multitude of lifetimes. This is the twin flame, is the second octave soulmate. Higher octave, they could be like, there's no lesson here. And if you ever meet this person, which a lot of people won't, and they're also a twin, being in the presence of this person is, because both of the energies are just light. It's just light. Light, being in the presence of light. It could be second octave soulmate, twin, has mission, multiple missions with you. Protector, guardian, love. Some of these lifetimes they were romantic with you, some not, but they have their imprint. Higher octave soulmate it will be, and you can spend your life with the second octave. Higher octave soulmate is just light with light. There's no lesson here. That's what makes them different than the second and the higher. They have everything you've always wanted, everything you've been prepared for. Them to you, you to them. It's just light. And to be in the presence, that's why a lot of people, I met my twin, and they did not. They met probably a lower octave soulmate, because they'll start talking about the runner chaser. That's the lower octave, so you're in darkness. That's your lower soul being ignited, because their lower soul can't give to you. They're not going to heal, they're not going to grow, they're not going to evolve. You may or may not either. It depends. When you come to the higher octave soulmate, it will be light and light in one another's presence. That would be a not intense. It would be a respite, peace, relief. Return. Some type of experience that is that many people won't have. That's the truth of the matter. A lot of people have soulmate experiences. This is something else. Because light with light is, and some people haven't even had the second octave soulmate experiences, where they meet their twin for real. That's the second octave. This is a soul being human that they've had many incarnations with, that wants the best for them. Very powerful being human. That loves them unconditionally. Many people hadn't even met that. Most people in the lower octave like that. Higher, light and light from day one. There's nothing to ignite regarding the lower octave. They're higher, you're higher. That's it. To be in one another's presence, it could cause a it could be very emotional. Higher. A lot of people have not met any type of twin flame or any type of high vibrational soulmate. They've met lower, intense, toxic. Higher is going to be, when you meet this person, is light and very emotional. It's like, it's very emotional here, is what I'm feeling. It's very powerful. So don't minimize twin. Don't throw twin flame, that title, around a lot. So, because that's highly unlikely that people are coming across that. They're describing soulmate relationships. Some, as I stated, haven't even come across the second octave. A second octave may not even have a second octave. May or may not. Higher is like those that do, because people do have this higher. People do have this second. You know what you have. Those that do have this higher, very, from day one meeting, very emotional. Not intense like that. Tearing, crying emotional is this the higher octave. From day one is very, it could have been like that with the second octave too, but it's is more so with this, because second octave, there's even less in here. This is exalted. So that's how you'll know when you meet. If you are to meet everybody, I'm going to be honest, everybody isn't going to meet these people in this lifetime. Most people are going to have met their lower. Some people can have a lot of lower, depending on the lesson that they have to learn. Some people have not met a second octave, may not have a second octave. Some people have met the highest, may not have that. I'm going to be honest with you. That's just the truth. But those that have this higher octave, and some do, and because I'm talking about it, they must be getting close to this person. It is light, and light in the same room is very powerful. Reunion. Not with your lower octave that you've been waiting to come back or waiting to come back correctly. With the person. Somebody, some of you, somebody, not all of you, somebody, because I'm getting that, not everybody. More people in this lower, been there for lifetimes, will stay there. It depends on the soul's evolution. But somebody's are coming into this somebody it's like I'm getting the word zap here. Okay. Zap. Z-A-P. Everything changes. Is some type of everything changes. So don't throw around twin flame and twin soul. Those are very unique. That's a lot of energy. All the scribbling is zap. Meaning that these people, two people go into some type of consciousness. Return some type of consciousness that could be related to our third dimensional state of consciousness, but not completely. When light encounters light, is different. There are exalted relationships, obviously. And that's what these relationships will be. It's the higher octave. It's the higher octave. Romantic relationship. Here is where it's like coming home or homecoming. Making it back to one another. Is what it is here. Off the ground regarding 3D consciousness, but not completely in the ethers either, as relates to how Earth applies to them romantically. When light is in front of light, it's quite different. Nobody has had that experience. So you haven't met your twin flame. You're dealing with your soulmates. That's the truth. And you're needing healing. That's the other truth. And I've been saying that for 7 years of doing this work. But some of you, you're about to make contact. Okay, everyone. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.